Boom! Let's ignite your sobriety. I want to talk about retrusting yourself, giving trust back to yourself after getting sober and after alcohol misuse and abuse. Because this was a big factor for me, and I came to this realization literally the other day. I was running, and I was thinking about all the building pillars of all my alcohol misuse and what it did psychologically for me. And when I talk about mistrust, it's because alcohol is going to trick you out your right mind each and every time. There's no exceptions. I don't care if you're saying you're just drinking for fun, or if you're drinking to have a good time, or you're not dependent on alcohol. I'm not a daytime drinker. I only drink on, when I go celebrate. I get it, but it's a slippery slope. I'm someone who got caught in a slippery slope for many years of my life, and it became a daytime thing. And I was the type of person to associate with alcohol with giving me a creativity spark, and thinking that alcohol made me a better content producer, a better editor, a better filmer, a better businessman. All these lies I was telling myself. So this is kind of like the catalyst of when I'm talking about gaining trust back in yourself, because you're going to tell yourself so many lies. It's ridiculous. I think back now how many lies I was telling myself about alcohol and how much I needed alcohol. And one of the lies I'm so mad at that wasted so much time in my life. I've always had big ideas, right? I'm a needle mover. I'm a creator, right? That's why I'm an entrepreneur, because everything's ideas. I had so many ideas, and when I got on alcohol, I would be amongst friends, amongst peers, amongst people who were creative like me, and I would tell them what I was about to do, right? But the whole time I did that, I wasn't putting things in motion, putting things in action. And it was like an instant dopamine hit. And with that, of course, it never got done to fruition, because I already got the feelings, one, of being drunk, feeling good, feeling in that euphoric zone. And then two, I'm talking about ideas, these big ideas I have. And they're like monumental ideas, like they're like successful, they're success, right? But I got the feeling already that it already got accomplished. And then when it came to doing the quote unquote work, it just never happened. And you do that for years and years of your life, you really have to start trusting yourself again. And I know that's been one of the biggest things for me in understanding. I'm going on over 865 days sober with no alcohol whatsoever. And that's been something that I have to start trusting myself and building the confidence to trust myself again. And knowing that what I say, I do. And it adds accountability, right? This is all what it's coming down to, is accountability. Because no longer, when you do quit alcohol, no longer are you going to have an excuse for anything. It's not going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have drank, or, I made that bad mistake because I drank. No, it's accountability. There's only one person to blame, and that's yourself. When they say you point at somebody and then you get all these fingers back at you, that's exactly what's happening. So when you're building back trust and you're building back confidence in yourself, and it starts with taking away the alcohol, but it's also just understanding and being at peace with what you can't change. The past is the past. You guys watching this, and obviously you want to get sober, or you may be sober curious, but I want to talk about one of the underlying things, and that's just regaining trust back in yourself. Being that person who follows through, being that person that shows up, being that person who not only talks that talk, but he walks that walk too. Being able to trust yourself, like, you know what, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna start going to the gym. You know what, I'm gonna start that diet. know what? I'm gonna start that hobby of building Lego sets. Whatever hobby you may be getting into, you know what? I'm gonna sign up for that jiu-jitsu class. And trusting yourself that you're gonna do it. A lot of us have aspirations and dreams. Everyone has a dream. But sometimes we done told ourselves so many lies. And especially with alcohol, the lies that you've been deceived, that you thought was true. You ever been, I'll use an example, you ever been at a bar? Or for me, I'll share a funny story with you guys. Because I love you guys, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I used to go to the strip clubs a lot. You know, in my early 20s, 21, 22, I was living that rapper lifestyle, that music lifestyle. I was around a lot of rappers, so we would always go to Stadium or Fuegos, right? And when I was turned up off alcohol, which is like every single time, in my mind, I would really think that those strippers wanted me. It's funny thinking about now because I know that's full cap. And no stripper want me. That's their business. Yes, I know I look pretty handsome, if I must say myself, but no stripper really wants me. That's their business. Their business is to make men trick on them so they can throw more bills down so they can pay their bills. And they got a lot of money from me, but I really thought it would always go a step further. But that's it. They were just flirting. What I'm saying, I was deceived. Okay, that's the same type of feeling and deception that alcohol gets to you. All right, so imagine that type of feeling over and over. And if you're someone like me, I battled with alcoholism for like 14 years of my life, you know, especially in my mid-20s, my early 20s, mid-20s. Heavy. I have to retrain myself, and I have to rebuild confidence. I have to rebuild trust within myself. And it starts with that word, accountability. It's not easy, my friends, but it's the fact that we're untraining a lot of the ways that we've been doing and have been doing while drinking, and we are reshifting our mind. If it was easy, there would be no AA classes, there would be no DUIs, there would be nobody alcoholics, there would be none of that. You guys wouldn't even be searching this content if it was easy, because it would be so easy to switch off. But I understand it's not. And this content is just made to inspire you. You may be asking, oh, what's a tip I have for you? I would say what worked for me was being able to journal 3 things you're grateful for every day. And you're going to be like, oh, why am I saying what I'm grateful for when I got to learn how to be accountable and retrust yourself? Because it starts there. When you're journaling, and I mean like really deep journaling on 3 things, like name 3 things and then dive in deeper, you know, with a paragraph of specifics of why you're so grateful for that. I woke up this morning and I did it. And one of the things I mentioned was I'm grateful to do what I love for a living. And I just went in depth of what I enjoy. I enjoy connecting with people. I enjoy seeing them goals that they want achieved by providing a video for them. I enjoy seeing them happy. I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy fighting for them so they can get the results. I enjoy just being able to, my daughter was sick yesterday. I kept her home from daycare because I'm able to do that. I can make my own schedule. You know, a few emails, I postponed some of the shoots I had. It's all good. That type of thing. And do it 2 other times. Do this in the morning, because what it's going to do is going to retrain your brain to rethink, rewire, but also trust yourself again, and getting to know that these are truthful. These are real feelings within you. These are not contaminated or blurred by alcohol and the deception that we've been putting on ourselves for, in my case, many years. And you might be feeling like that too. So that's a tip I'm gonna give to you guys, so you guys can start implementing now and rebuild that trust back into yourself, because you deserve it. And not only do you deserve it, your family deserves it. Not only your family, but the people who love you deserve that. Let's do that, all right? you guys like this video, you already know what to do. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for, man? Go ahead. I'm putting out sobriety content every week, flooding you guys, and I'm just a messenger, all right? Don't forget to ignite your sobriety. I'm out.